How's it going? It's Nathan Hawken. Welcome to the video. Now, you're not procrastinating on the hard things. You're procrastinating on the simple things that actually matter. And I'll prove it to you. So you'll spend hours researching the perfect CRM system, but you won't actually pick up the phone and call that one client that you've been avoiding. You'll create a very detailed business plan and put a lot of time and energy and effort into it, but you won't send that email that you've been putting off for ages. So today I wanted to show you how smart, capable people just like yourself are avoiding the exact actions that would change everything for you, and more importantly, what you can do about it. So what I see constantly with very ambitious leaders and people like yourself, business owners and entrepreneurs, even other coaches, is that you'll do the complex work. You will stay up late, you'll analyze your market, you'll create your ideal customer avatar, you'll build your website and all those type of things. You'll recognize your entire system, but that one simple conversation, that one call that needs to be made, that one email that needs to be sent will get pushed to tomorrow. The really interesting part is that you're probably not even calling this procrastination, the big ugly P word. You call it something like, I need more information first, or I want to get the timing right before I send the email, or I'm just being strategic. I'm making sure I'm being thorough and doing my research first. Now, I actually worked with a client of mine, a consultant, who spent a long time creating the perfect analysis system before making a single sales call. He was researching the person, researching the organization where the person's at, researching why they would be a good person to reach out to. Not because he didn't know what to say, not because he needed more training or anything like that, not because he didn't know his stuff, like what he was actually there to sell, but because the research itself to him felt productive without being vulnerable. The fact of the matter is, and the raw truth is, that the research that you do, in this example that he was doing, is the hiding place. The planning is the hiding place, and your intelligence makes these hiding places look very, very sophisticated. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what simple action have you been avoiding for weeks? What conversation do you know that you need to have but you've been putting off? What email have you drafted, 2 drafts, maybe even 3 drafts, but never actually sent it? Now, if something just came to mind for you, that's exactly what we're talking about today. So why does this happen? Why do smart people, intelligent people, people who know their stuff, avoid taking those simple actions? Well, there's 3 main reasons why this happens. First, the simple actions seem too small. It's like your brain is thinking that, well, if the solution is that simple, like if it's as simple as just making one phone call, I would have done it already. Therefore, that can't be the right answer. You're looking for that complex strategy, right? When what you need to do is send that one email or make that single call. The second reason is that those simple actions expose you. That complex work keeps you nice and safe. It keeps you hidden. You can always say, well, I'm still working on it. But making the call, sending that email, having that difficult conversation, there's no hiding anymore when you actually do it. You find out immediately if you succeed or you fail. And for high achievers who've built their identity on being competent, that exposure can be terrifying. And the third reason, that those single and simple actions reveal what you've been avoiding. And this is always hard to face. Like, if you make that call today, if you send that email today and you get a result, whether it be a positive or negative result, it means you could have done it 6 months ago. And that's an uncomfortable thing to face. The fact that you realize you've been avoiding it. Your brain keeps you in that preparing mode, and that makes you avoid any type of confronting the fact that you've been ready all the time in between. And so here's the brutal truth, and it's a hard pill to swallow. The thing that you've been putting off the most for months and months, it takes 5 minutes. And you've known how to do it this entire time. You just didn't want to know what happens next. Now, let's be really honest about what this actually cost you. There's a cost to your time. The business opportunity that you've been researching for 3 months, that you've been really thoroughly understanding and researching, your competitors just made a call and closed that deal. So you've missed out. There's a significant cost to your energy as well. That conversation that you're avoiding, it's always at the back of your mind, and it's taking up at least 30% of your mental bandwidth every single day because you know you've got to do it. You're thinking about it in the shower, you're thinking about it at breakfast, it pops up while you're trying to focus and it distracts you. It drains your decision-making capability for everything else. And it's costing you your opportunities. Because every day you don't make that call or you don't send that email, that's every day that you're not opening yourself up to getting a yes to another conversation, a yes to a signed deal. But it's also a day where you're not getting a no, which means you can't move on to that next opportunity, because we all know that a no has significant power and you collect the no's so you can get a yes. So here's the $50,000 question. How much is your procrastination actually costing your business? Not in theory, but in real money. Because here's what I see. Leaders create $50,000 problems for themselves by avoiding $5 conversations. Okay, so that's all well and good. How do we change that? How do we interrupt your patterns? How do we get you moving out of procrastination? Well, here's a very simple framework that you can follow. You can implement it every single day or as you need it, and this will help you get back on track and do the small things that you're currently avoiding. The first thing we need to do is identify the minimal viable actions. What's the smallest thing? Not the perfect action, but the smallest action that can move you forward. One thing I say to my clients all the time is that don't worry about the 1,000 steps in front of you or the 100 steps in front of you. Focus on the next viable step. What's one step that you can take today? Your minimal viable action. This is the step, this is the action that just moves you forward. Not the create a comprehensive outreach strategy. It's send the email. It's make the call. It's not master a complete new sales technique so you can close more deals. It's make the call. It's have the conversation. It's not build out the perfect system. It's one single action. So the next step is to separate the outcome from the action. Because typically, you're not procrastinating on the one action. You're afraid of the outcome. So decide this right now. Your job is to make the call. Your outcome is not your job. Your job is to send the email. Their response is not your job. Success is in taking the actions, not controlling the result. You have no control over the outcome. You can only control what you put into it to get the outcome. And then the third step is to future pace the relief. One of the things I do constantly with my clients, it's not about what they have to do now. It's what's going to happen once they do the thing that they have to do now. So you think about tomorrow at this time. You've made the call. You've sent the email. You've had the conversation. And think about it. How do you feel? Do you feel proud that you did it? Relieved that it's done? Are you ready to do it again because you know that you can do it? So now compare that tomorrow at this time if you haven't done it. Are you still thinking about it? Are you still making the excuses and putting it off? Is it still carrying that energetic weight because you're subconsciously thinking about it and thinking how you haven't done it or you've got to do it? Which version of tomorrow is your preference? Which one do you actually want? So then step 4 is the 5-minute rule. So this is your action protocol to go through. The task takes 5 minutes. You commit to doing it within 24 hours. Massive time frame, but you commit to doing it at least in that 24 hours. You tell someone that you're going to be doing it. Hence, you get accountability from someone, even if it is just send a email, even if it is just make a single call. You speak to someone, you say, hey, you know what? I've been putting this call off. I've been putting off sending this email. I need you to say, have you done it or not? So you tell someone that you're going to do it, and you do it before you feel ready. Don't wait until you're ready. Don't wait until you've had your coffee. Don't wait until you're just in a nice chilled zone and ready to go. No, you do it before you feel ready. The real breakthrough moment comes when, after you've done it once, you actually make that realization that you can do it again. It's actually not as bad as you thought it was going to be. And that simple action that you've been avoiding for months has become something that you can do any time that you need to do it. The more you're doing it, the more you're breaking your patterns, right? These patterns become very set in ourselves, and we have to learn how to break them if we want to change them and get the better results that we're looking for. The procrastination ends for you when you recognize that that's someday. When you say to yourself, well, someday it'll happen. That's just a sophisticated word for never, that it's never going to happen. And that when you say to yourself, well, I need to prepare more, I need to be ready, is just a very sophisticated way for you to stay stuck. You already know what to do. My clients, they already know what to do, and you're already ready. No matter what you say to yourself, you are very much ready. You're just making a choice, an unconscious choice. You are choosing not to be ready, because being ready means that you actually have to act. So there's no time like the present, right? So I have a challenge for you right now. Before you go to bed tonight, do the one thing that you've been avoiding if you haven't done it already. Not tomorrow, not next week, do it tonight. Who cares if it's 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night? Send that email. Maybe don't make a call to a potential client at 10 o'clock at night to their home. That's not a good idea. I don't condone that. I definitely don't recommend that. But take the other action. Send the email. Put in your calendar for tomorrow. Speak to someone, send a message to someone, your wife, your partner, whoever it is, and say, look, this is something I need to do tomorrow. I need to make this call first thing in the morning. Will you hold me accountable? And when you do that, I want you to notice something. Notice that it won't be as hard as you thought it would be. Notice that it might not even go well. You might not even get the outcome that you want, but you'll feel different after you do it, because the doing is the breakthrough, not the result. The action itself changes who you are. Now, if you are a leader, if you're a coach, if you're a business person who's ready to stop hiding behind complexity and those sophisticated words and actually start taking those simple actions to create the breakthrough results that you're looking for, here's what you can do. Reach out to me. My link is in the description below. You can book a call with me. I'm happy to have a chat. No sales pitch, no high pressure situations, just a genuine conversation so we can learn more about each other. I can understand exactly what is holding you back and what you need to do, and then we can talk further if we need to. Just remember to stop preparing and start doing. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you watching all the way through to the end. If you enjoy my content, I invite you to like the video, leave a comment below, and share it with people that you think it may serve, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.